Hi, everybody. I just got off work, so I'm a little tired. But as you can see on screen, we've got a new blog. This is announcing a new Mystic Raid team with two members that go to the Thunderbolts, one that can go to the Thunderbolts, and one that can go to the Mighty Avengers. So reworks to an existing raid slash war team and a rework to a war team. So let's get into it. Weapons of choice today. Immortal Weapons, ancient power passed down, stolen, and reborn, now united to create a squad of undeniable power with the Immortal Weapons. From hidden cities of legend to battlefields of modern war, five masters rise once more. Iron Fist and Iron Fist World War II are S.T.R.I.K.E veterans that'll receive upgrades, and they'll lead Steel Serpent, Swordmaster, and Lady Bullseye. Lady Bullseye was a former fan vote to go into the Thunderbolts, and I'm glad to see that they're still bringing her into the game regardless, because I honestly wanted her instead of we got Ghost and Taskmaster for that team. I forget who else we voted for, but I wanted Lady Bullseye to win. Anyway, Mystic Raid Arsenal. Their primary mission is unleashing their weapon of choice on enemy waves in Mystic Raids, but they hold their own against raid teams that may lurk in Helicarrier halls in Alliance War. Here's your primer on what each new immortal weapon brings to the table in battle. Exploit weakness. Each of the new immortal weapon characters leave their marks on enemies with negative effects and then exploits that weakness. Steel Serpent punishes enemies who have slow, and they'll have a lot thanks to his basic and special abilities. His ultimate is a heavy hitter that clears barrier and then dices up his foes for damage that increases per negative effect on the target. Swordmaster cuts up his enemies with defense down, and when an enemy with defense down is attacked, he heals all immortal weapon allies and in raids always generates ability energy. His ultimate is also a battle breaker that clears barrier and stun. Lady Bullseye hits foes with offense down with her special and on crit with her basic ISO attack. When one or more enemies with offense down are attacked, she will attack the primary target of the initial attack. Her kit also grants additional crit chance and damage for immortal weapons and Thunderbolt allies, along with reducing the crit chance of her enemies. Theory crafting possibilities. Swordmaster and Lady Bullseye each have traits that make them options on additional teams to free up characters. Swordmaster goes to the Mighty Avengers, and Lady Bullseye goes to the Thunderbolts. Character updates. Iron Fist. A lot. Biggest one, I think, is his speed, getting a 6% boost, making him 113. He's still slow, but he's going to be faster. 500% health increase, almost 600%. 500% damage, so he's going to hit like a truck. 751% armor, 442% focus, and 508% resistance. His basic now changed for the same amount of damage. So his heal now reduces the effect of all negative effects on immortal weapons by 2, as long as he has 3. They increase the heal amount. Instead of 8,000 health plus 10% of this character's health, it's 30% of this character's max health and gain defense up. Heal all immortal weapon characters for 30% of this character's max health. Heal the most injured ally for 10% of this character's max health. Fill speed bar. In raids, gain 2 charged up to a maximum of 5. Applied, it says Apple, but I imagine that's apply. Defense up for 2 turns to all defender, immortal weapon, and hero for higher allies. Nope. Go away. Listening to music. The Iron Fist was very basic. Look at that, only 3 lines of text. Now it's got all of this. Clear barrier on all enemies. Clear 5 positive effects from primary target. Attack primary target for a lot of damage. Oh, less damage. It's going from 700% to 500% and apply offense down. Apply speed up for 2 turns to self and all immortal weapon allies. In raids, reduce the duration of all negative effects on self and all immortal weapon allies by 2. On kill, if this character has 3 immortal weapon allies, gain 5 charged up to a maximum of 5. This attack cannot be blocked or dodged. Now let's see what he's going to do with the charged. On spawn, gain charge and gain 1 charge per immortal weapon ally up to a maximum of 5. Heal self and all defender allies. Defender, heroes for hire, and immortal weapon allies for 30% of this character's max health. This character has 3 immortal weapon allies, gain taunt for 2 turns. On turn, heal self and all defender, heroes for ally, and immortal weapon allies for 30% of this character's max health. When this character drops below 50% health, if this character has charged, heal self and all immortal weapon allies for 30% of this character's max health. And apply defense up for 2 turns. Reduce taunt by self on self by 2 and lose 1 charged. Okay, so it's an emergency heal. On any ally turn, lose 1 charged. If this character and immortal weapon allies gain 200% focus per charged on this character. While this character has charged, this character and immortal weapon allies gain 45% damage reduction up to a maximum of 80% damage reduction. That's nice. World War Fist stat increases, not as much because he is a previous age character. Trying to get every last drop out of that bottle. I'm thirsty. Base stat increases, 300% health, 300% damage, almost 300% armor, almost 300% focus, almost 300% resistance. And I imagine his kit it just has callouts for immortal weapons. Oh, he can revive. Revive a dead invader or immortal weapon ally with 50% max health and apply stealth for 2 turns and 2 death proof to that ally. Extend all positive effects by 1 up to a maximum of 3 on self and all invader and immortal weapon allies. Heal self and all invader and immortal weapon allies for 35% of this character's max health. This team's going to be beastly. Just the healing alone. Yep, and his passive just gets call out to invader and immortal weapon allies. So those reworks are amazing. They should be in the game soon. TM, trademarked. So yeah, this is a new Mystic Raid team replacing, what is the name of that team? With Blade in them. Blade and Oath. Night Stalkers. There we go. That's what that team is. So, sorry if you've upgraded them. They are still worth it to upgrade. Blade is a very powerful character. They are post-Ares characters, so they have increased stats, like we just saw with Iron Fist and Iron Fist World War II. So they are still worth it to upgrade. Are they worth it to invest all your resources in? No, not now. Not that they've announced this new Mystic Raid team. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, all that other stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.